Okay. And then I need to find Miss Fields. There she is. And Miss Fields, I have. Good morning. This is 36th District Court. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving today as your presiding judge. Thank you so much for your patience on this morning. Court usually starts at 8:30, and so we are running behind schedule on this morning. I appreciate your patience and your professionalism, both with me and my staff. In fact, it's required. Thank you so much. On this morning, I see that we have a sign language interpreter. I am going to swear you in, and then I'm going to proceed with your case. So if you could please raise your right hand for me. Ms. Rebecca Hens, thank you. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken between the parties on today, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am. And also
Thank you. State your name for me.
Rebecca, R-E-B-E-K-A-H, Henze, H-E-N-Z-E.
Thank you so much. And were you getting ready to state something?
Yes, if it would please you, Your Honor. Thank you. I just want to let you know that I wanted to remind all parties involved in today's case, if they could make sure to speak slowly and clearly. Our gentleman does use ASL, but he needs it to be signed to him slowly so he can clearly understand.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I'm ready to call the case. I have case number U603-58521. Counsel, please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jay Dallow, and I appear on behalf and with my client, Mr. Atu.
Thank you. And good. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just speaking slowly. I have a little bit of a preliminary matter, so just to start it, we have no objection to appearing virtually. Is that right, Mr. Atu?
Yes, I accept this on Zoom. Yes.
Thank you. Today's the date and time set for an arraignment on this matter. We would kindly request the court to provide a formal reading, as I don't believe my staff or I have the general information.
I don't understand what arraignment means, says the client.
So an arraignment, Mr. Atu, is your first introduction into the courtroom and meeting the judge for the first time and understanding what the charges are.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Atu, please state your name for the record first.
My name. He's talking to somebody else in the room. Okay. You need to tell me your name. No, just spell your name for me. L-A-I-T-H, Lath. Last name, Atto, A-T-T-O.
Thank you. According to the face of the ticket, counsel, for purposes of arraignment, it indicates as signed by Officer Diamond Kelly that your client, Mr. Atto, on August 31st, 2021, at approximately 4:27 p.m. in the city of Detroit at West 7 Mile and Winston Street, offered to engage the service of another for an act of prostitution. And this is contrary to the municipal code of the city of Detroit, section 31:11(5)(a).
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel,
I stand my client mute for purposes of arraignment. And we would ask for a pretrial date.
the pretrial date will take place on February 22nd, 2022 at 9:30.
Sorry, Your
a.m.
Honor, the interpreter would not be available that day.
At all that day?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm booked.
Okay, what about the 23rd?
That sounds like a perfect day.
Counsel, does that work for you?
Thank you, Judge. I'm consulting my schedule right now. You said February, that's a Wednesday, 23rd at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom should be perfectly fine. Thank you.
All right, very good. Then that will be the day and time for pretrial. Please come expecting to meet with the city attorney and to pre-try the case. I will set the bond at a personal bond. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor. Happy New Year to you and your staff, and I appreciate everyone here in Zoom's patience. Thank you so much, everyone, to my fellow counsel and everyone here. Have a great day.
Thank you, and good to meet you, Mr. Otto. I'll see you all in a week, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Take care.
Thank you. Everybody have a good day.
All right, thank you, Madam Interpreter.
You're welcome. Thank you much.
All right, I am ready now to proceed by first, and thank you all for indulging me just for a moment. I'm running a little bit behind schedule, and so I want to have the attorneys for specialty court, please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court and Veterans Treatment Court Defense Attorney. Your Honor, for purposes of today's hearing, I would make a motion that my appearance be for all of my clients here today.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Fikens. I don't see Mr. Reed. Is he with us today?
He is with us.
He's in the
Judge.
breakout room.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll see him then. I also see some unfamiliar faces this morning for our specialty court docket. And so usually I give the overview in the mornings, and unfortunately, because I'm off to a late start, so I'll do that now. If you are an attorney and you are signing in, checking in on a case, please do so by calling the clerk to check in. The clerk's number is 313-965-2280. Again, that number is 313-965-2280. I see a couple of people reaching for their phones. So if you get voicemail, that means you didn't get it first and you have to hang up and call right back. Don't leave a message because she'll have to go through about 10 messages to get to you. All right.
Your Honor, we also have a Sean Alexander in the courtroom. He is on the A docket, and I believe an El Jahim on the docket, and we'd ask that those people be sent into the breakout room.
Yes, sir. That's my next thing. For those whose name began with the last name begins with the letter A, you are going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. Please accept the invitation. Keep your device on mute until you get to the breakout room, and you'll be able to speak with an attorney regarding those matters. And so, Ms. Fields, generally what happens is that the defense attorneys are in breakout rooms 1 and 2, because we try to split the people up. And then the attorneys that are signing in will go to breakout room 3, where the city prosecutor will join them to talk about their case.
Okay.
All right.
And
Good
Your Honor,
morning,
what-
Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Fields.
Good
All
morning,
right.
Judge.
And good morning, Your Honor. Amari Hatcher. I'm one of the House counsels, I guess, for traffic docket this morning.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Hatcher. You will get an invitation to one of the breakout rooms, 1 or 2, and start getting those people processed.
Okay.
And then they are to remain in the breakout rooms until I call for them, because I'm going to finish my specialty court docket first. Okay, and then I do the retained counsel. All right, thank you. Glad you're with us today. And so have we seen Mr. Rosenthal? Has he checked in?
He has not, as of yet, Judge, not to my.
All right, Mr. Fikens, or if someone could reach out, I'm sorry, not Mr. Fikens, Ms. Mack, if we can reach out to the prosecutor, let him know we have retained counsel that's with us this morning on at least 3 matters, and I'd like him to come on and get in the breakout room so we can move those cases.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. All right. And make sure I get the files with the attorney's name that's checking in on the retained matters. Hey, if you are just joining us and your last name begins with the letter A, you are going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept the invitation. Please mute your device until your case is called and accept the invitation to the breakout room. I'm sorry.
Judge, Mr. Anderson, Theron Anderson is waiting for his retained attorney to come on. I don't think he's on the docket this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
You can still put him in a breakout room. You can put him in a breakout room and we'll pull him out when his retained attorney joins us. Thank you.
Okay. You will.
That's his attorney, they're right above each other.
They're not on my screen.
Oh, okay. I'm looking up here.
Who's his attorney?
His name is Mr.
Oh, Paul,
Yes.
that's his attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but I'm sure they need to speak with the prosecuting
Yeah,
attorney.
well, there's someone I was speaking to you about that he's on second, he's not on our docket.
Okay, but let's pull him and see. I'm not gonna just set
Okay.
aside a warrant without him coming in to pay a bond. He's in warrant status because he didn't appear for something.
And it's a person. So,
Okay,
yeah, just so you know.
okay.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. All right, I am ready to get started with my specialty court docket. Thank you all, my folks, for waiting around for me. I appreciate it. We're gonna get started. I'm going to start off with Mr. Twitty. Good morning, Mr. Twitty. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Judge. I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm doing well, Mr. Twitty. All right, let me call your case very quickly. I have the following. I have case number 201-000-277. State your full name for me, Mr. Twitty.
Darren Twitty.
All right, how are you doing, sir? Seems like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. I heard about, I think you had a death in your family. Sorry about your loss.
I did. I had 2, a day apart. Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about your loss.
Thank you, Mr. Twitty. That's awfully kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. I still tried to show up though and do everything I was supposed to do, but then I didn't want to overdo it. So I had to take a moment to step back and just regroup. I needed a regroup on that one. That one caught me by surprise.
It's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
But this is what made me feel good during that time that I took a break, a real break. I actually took like 5 days or 4 days off. Mr. Twitty, everybody was doing what they were supposed to do.
That's good.
Yeah, including you.
That's because we like you and we respect you.
I look, and I like and respect you all too. And so I really appreciated that. I didn't get one phone call, one text message, one email saying, Judge, we have an emergency. Because even though I needed a break, I don't take a break from you all. Not when there's an emergency or you need me. Or you don't know you need me and you need me. I don't take a break from that. There you go. And so I was really happy about that. Look, Mr. Twitty, I've been hearing some wonderful things about you, that you're doing well, you're on track, you're making the best use of your resources. You tell me if there's anything you're struggling with.
No, at the moment, no, not really, because, and I was gonna tell Mr. Yancey to call me after this call too, because I think I need like a printout. Like the school that I was going to, they told me that they like could pay up to $1,000 in like my tickets or something. So I just had got off the phone with the lady this morning. She said I need like a printout or something like that of an itemized like bill or something, so they could pay up to $1,000 worth of my tickets.
Mr. Twitty, things are just happening for you, aren't they?
That's what I said. I'm like,
Yes,
I'm getting
sir.
closer and closer.
Look, somebody said a couple of weeks ago, when you do the right thing, things do work out. They may take a little bit longer, right? Because sometimes people, they get stuff doing the wrong thing and they get it quickly. But we know that, that only lasts for a season. But when you do the right thing, if things will turn around, and anything worth having is worth waiting for. I just firmly believe that. It's worth waiting on. And so listen, Mr. Yancey, I know that he's a transfer case, but what we can provide to him, because I'm not certain that Ms. Mack can give him something out of the system, what we can provide for him is a copy of the order, which has his court costs and everything on it. And then I don't think Mr. Twitty has any other I know he doesn't have any other outstanding matters here at 36th District Court.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So Mr. Twitty, Mr. Yancey will get that to you today. If you don't already have a copy of that order, you might not have it around now because we've been together for a minute, but Mr. Yancey will get you a copy of that, okay?
Okay, and I remember the last time, or not the last time, but I know you had told me like as far as like the ticket, because I think I had like 13 or something like that tickets that I had to pay in Detroit, and
in Detroit?
And you said that
Right,
you was
right.
like, you was gonna give me like, I don't know, I forgot, it was like a breakdown of the tickets or something like that to get my license back.
I said that, Mr. Twitty.
You
Now
said
you know
was
I
gonna,
don't be clerking, right?
you said
Let
you was
me
gonna
have
help
Miss
me
Mack
out.
look you up. I said I was gonna hook you up. I don't do hookups and I don't do shout outs now.
I said help me out.
Oh, okay. I might have said help. I might have said help. All
As
right.
far
I'm
as
gonna
how
have
much I had to pay, like as far as how much I had to pay for each ticket.
And I know that when you came into the program, Mr. Fikens, I'm certain I said to him, we will work with him and we will help him, but he has to do his part. Mr. Twitty has certainly done his part. Does he have 100 tickets? That's not all his tickets on the screen, right?
It's a lot on here.
All right. Can you run me a summary? Just print out the summary.
I sure will. Can I ask him a question?
Yes.
Mr. Twitty, what's your middle name?
Dante.
Okay. And I need to know his birthday.
What's the month and date of your birthday? Not the year.
November 4th.
Okay. Your birthday the day after my husband's birthday. He a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Be a good guy too.
Yep.
He is a good guy. He is a good guy. Yes, he is. Don't get me started on Valentine's Day.
I know, right?
All right. All right, Mr. Fikens, I have the print out for Mr. Twitty. Mr. Fikens, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to have Ms. Mack send this over to you. You said that they would pay up to $1,000. And wait a minute. On his Mr. Yancey, you'll have to tell me what he owes on his specialty court order. And Mr. Fikens, I'd like you to take this list and see what we can do, because when people say they're trying to get their license and they're trying to do the right thing, I want to empower them to do that and not get discouraged and do something like drive and then get caught and then, have to face the wrath of Judge Holmes. We don't want to do that. So we want to help them. He has quite a bit, but Mr. Fikens, I believe in miracles. I think you can work some of this. See what you can do. Now, some of these are, I will tell you, are civil infractions. And if they are older than a year, then there's nothing we can do about them other than we may get some amendments, Mr. Fikens. I thought about that. Okay? We may be able to get some amend the charge. And then that's where I would suggest, Mr. Twitty, you use that $1,000, okay? And then you get on a payment plan with us for your specialty court piece, okay? Mr. Fikens, what do you think about that? You're on mute, Mr. Fikens. Unmute for me.
I'm sorry, Judge. It's Valentine's Day. I was going to stay quiet all day, Judge, but I remember Mr. Twitty had a number of cases. I remember you telling him that we were going to help him out. Now is a good time to help him out. I remember a lot of them were civil infractions, Judge. I think that's a good idea that you have. And I'll spend some time with the prosecutor this week. We can put together something, and we might be to Mr. Twitty's benefit.
All right, very good. And I will certainly look at Mr. Fikens waiving any penalties, anything that's punitive, and then you can let me know.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
I think I get a good idea from what you're saying. I think we can go in a good direction.
All right. There we go. All right, Mr. Twitty. So if you can send this to Mr. Fikens and then give it back to me, that would be great. All right, Mr. Twitty. So listen, I want you to work with between Mr. Yancey and Mr. Fikens this week, and let's try to get something going by Friday.
Okay, and the tickets that you had said you recommend that I put the $1,000 towards, could you send that to Mr. Yancey so he could send it to me?
I want to hold off because what I'm gonna do, am I frozen? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
We're all frozen. Okay. All right. What I want to do, Mr. Twitty, is though I'm gonna have my clerk go in and remove all penalties and anything that's punitive on all of these, Ms. Mack. We're gonna set that aside. So I don't want you to start using that $1,000 just yet. Let's plan to, I'll give the list to you, Mr. Fikens. We can give the list to him, but let us work some stuff before you actually start paying, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Fikens, you should have that list, and then you can take it to whomever, so that but make sure we get our $1,000 now, Mr. Twitty. Don't do us like that.
No, they don't. They write. That's why they want the bill, because they don't write it out to us. They write it out to the people. They gave me a voucher for clothes, tools, all type of stuff. So that was a pretty good school, because they do a lot of good support services too.
Look at that. I'm so proud of you. I am. All right. What do you need me to help you with, or the team? What do you need us to help you with, Mr. Twitty?
Just, keep being here for us. Keep doing what y'all doing. Making sure we do good with our sobriety, staying on top of us,
All right. We'll try it. We'll do our best. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, what do you have on Mr. Twitty this morning?
Mr. Twitty's doing well. Your Honor, he's still keeping his sobriety per screening results. I believe he's still doing some aftercare with meetings, still working as we know. And I've had some conversation with Mr. Twitty, and he's really doing well, and is highly thought of at his employment since his job training. So he's doing pretty well. He's had a big turnaround. His disposition is great. He seems pretty happy about he should be proud of himself as far as what he's done. So he's doing well. We just, Mr. Twitty, we just hold off for a second so I can get a final list to get you on what's the best items to pay. So give the court a little bit of time to get that, so things can work out best in your favor.
Okay, and when you get done on her, I need you to give me a call too.
Okay, that's no problem.
All right.
So he's doing well, Your Honor.
Wonderful. Anything else for Mr. Twitty? If nothing else, what's the next meeting for Mr. Twitty? Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, he's going to have a March 7th face-to-face with me at 10:30.
Let's do it 10:35. So everything for specialty court will be on that 5 mark.
Okay.
They're botching up my docket.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep y'all separate.
I understand.
And putting y'all in with everybody else. All right. All right. Very good. So we'll do 10:35 for a face-to-face on March 7th. Anything else? If nothing else, Mr. Twitty, continue to do well. We're here if you need us. Certainly don't wait until March 7th. If you need something, you know where to find us. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's go to Miss Nolan. Good morning, Miss Nolan. Unmute for me.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing very well. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 2006129-9102. State your full name for me.
Tina Marie Nolan.
All right, Miss Nolan. It seems like I haven't seen you in a while either, and you're still smiling. How are things going with you, Miss Nolan?
They're going great. Things are going smooth, easy. Everything's working out.
All right. Tell me what you're doing to work your program.
Everything, going to outpatient meetings, doing my drops, doing my breathalyzer, everything that I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it.
All right, very good. Are you working with Miss McKinney?
Yes, I am. Every day I talk to
All
her.
right.
We're going out for lunch this week.
All right, very good. Good morning to you, Miss McKinney.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
All right, what do you want to tell me about Miss Nolan?
She, like she said, she is like very focused. Everything that she needs to do, she does. She deals with all the adversities that come her way, and she's just very focused. There's nothing that I can really even, when it comes to trying to assist her, provide services, it's like she's a step ahead of me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just here for you whenever you need me. And she touches base with me on every day. So we talk.
I love it. I love it. Miss McKinney, is there anything that you need the court to do in order to help Miss Nolan stay on track?
No, she's self-sufficient. She's focused. She knows what she wants in her recovery, and she's going after it.
All right, very good. Miss Nolan, how is work going?
Oh, it's going great. It's going good. Yeah.
Okay. All right, very good. Very good. No issues to report?
Nope, not as of now.
Miss Nolan, are you glad you're working the program?
Yes, I am. I am. I wasn't in the beginning, but I am.
I love it. I know you weren't in the beginning, and you weren't smiling at all, but you smile often now. Yes. Do you feel better? You
Yes,
feel
I
better?
do. Yes.
All right. Very good. How are your children?
Oh, they're fine. They're all fine. Doing great.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Miss Nolan, if you don't have any questions or anything, let me hear from the case manager. Ms. Robbs?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robbs, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager. Your Honor, as per reported in staffing, Ms. Nolan is doing extremely well. She's on track. She's testing as required, attending her therapy sessions as she reported. I did make a recommendation during staffing, Your Honor, because Ms. Nolan is doing extremely well and her test results have been negative, that we remove the SoberLink device from Ms. Nolan on today.
All right. Did you hear that recommendation, Ms. Nolan?
Yes, I did.
Are you ready for the removal?
I think so. Yes.
Are you comfortable with that removal?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. Now, Ms. Nolan, you know you have a lot of resources available to you through Share House with Ms. McKinney, the court, Ms. Rods, the attorneys, everybody's on deck. If you hit a bump in the road, pick up the phone, use your resources, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Then Ms. Rods, I am going to remove the tether on today. And it's not a tether, it's the SoberLink, right?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so I will remove that on today. And Ms. Nolan, I'm excited about your progress. You're doing very, very well. I want you to keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Ms. Robs, what's next for Ms. Nolan?
Your Honor, a return to court date of February 28th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
22, don't take us back.
I'm sorry.
Don't take
I
us back.
apologize, Your Honor. 22 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, we'll put it on at 8:35 a.m.
8:35.
All right. Yes, ma'am, on February 28th.
Okay.
Miss McKinney, thank you for hanging in there. I'm still waiting on Miss Coffee. I still have a candle burning for her.
We
So
all
if
do.
you see her, let her know, okay?
I definitely will. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good to see you, Miss Nolan. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I saw a couple of people join us. There's a gentleman on the iPhone. Place your name on. If your last name begins with the letter A, you want to accept an invitation to go to a breakout room. I also saw Attorney Matthew Rosenthal. Attorney Rosenthal, good morning to you. Did you let him know that they're? Yes. Sir, mute yourself. Just put your name on your device for me.
Okay.
All right. Did you send Mr. Rosenthal? And you can't smoke in my courtroom. That'll put you at the very end of my docket. It'll put you all the way, like after my coffee.
I'm sorry. This is my
lunch.
first. This is my first. This is my first
But
time.
you're in court, sir. It's a lot of things we do for the first time, and you're in court. You know you can't smoke.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not gonna hold it against you today. All right.
I'm at
Do you know how
work.
to change your name on your device? I understand. I am too. You know how? Okay, tell me your name and I'm going to put it on there for you. What's your name?
My name is Deontay Abner.
Abner, A-B-N-E-R?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm putting it on there, Mr. Abner. You are going to get an invitation to go to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, how do I?
All right. Let's see. Did somebody get Mr. Rosenthal? Let him know. Counsel Attorney Hassan, are you ready on your matter?
Whenever you are ready.
Do you need to speak with the city attorney?
I'm gonna probably just ask for a trial at this point. We're gonna arraign them. I think this is their arraignment. And then hopefully we could
What's
ask.
your client? Do you need his file? He is too.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get the files.
I believe these are both his.
All right, thank you. All right, you have two cases today, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor. And both clients are actually in my office.
All right, very good. And they're both scheduled for arraignment?
That is correct,
I
Your
do
Honor.
see. All right, very good. I'm ready to call those matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, wait. I gotta do a different one. His client is Abo, A-B-O.
Yes, I have that one.
Okay, and then his other one is I gave you the wrong file. The other one is retained with another attorney.
Can you put the attorney's name on the sticky for me so I'll know who's who?
Sorry about that.
And then let's go with, while I have Mr. Abu Tabiq, I think is the name.
That is correct. And then I have
Counsel?
Al-Sadi as well.
Yes. I'm
All
doing
right.
that right now.
Wonderful. I have the following for on the first case. It will be SP 1220931. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Hassan Hamadi, P77565, on behalf of Abu Tabika, who's also present in my office and here via Zoom. I'm going to just switch this over. Mr. Abu, can you state your name for the record?
Sorry.
Say your name for the record.
Kadem Abu Tariq.
Okay, and do you consent to this being conducted via Zoom?
Yes.
All right, thank you, and good morning to both of you. Counsel,
Good morning.
today is the date scheduled. Good morning. Today is the date scheduled for arraignment. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, we'd ask the court to waive the formal reading of the information, and I stand my client mute. We'd ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
I will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. And are you requesting a pretrial or a trial?
Your Honor, we are at this point requesting a trial if the court allows us to.
All right, have you had an opportunity to speak with the city attorney at all?
Your Honor, I have not, but you want to set a pretrial for us? Would that be better?
I think we should, counsel, so
Okay.
that they can tell you what they have and all of that good stuff, okay?
Okay, I just, I've done these cases. I know what they're gonna offer, and my clients, I've explained that to them. So if we could set it for
So if
trial.
you want to do a trial, let's do it.
Yeah, if you don't
I
mind.
don't have
Judge.
any problems with.
That's
with
okay. In the
my
meantime, what
docket,
I'll
counsel.
do, Your Honor, we could set a trial date. In the meantime, I'll reach out to the city attorney and talk to them about the case.
All right, wonderful.
you.
That works for me. What type of trial is your client requesting, counsel?
We're gonna be requesting a bench trial with Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. And your client understands his right to a jury trial?
Yes,
Is
I've
that
explained
correct?
I've explained to my client that he has a right to a jury trial. You understand that? I did explain it to you.
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that you're giving up that right, and the judge will be the person who either finds you guilty or not guilty after hearing the facts of the case. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and you understand you're waiving that right, and the judge will actually be the trier of fact.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, counsel, I'm satisfied. I am going to schedule this matter for a bench trial on March 11th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. by way of Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. March 11, 2022, 1:30
Yes, sir, at 1:30.
Zoom. Thank you, Judge.
All right, wonderful. And counsel, do either of your clients, I want to make sure and this is for all of the attorneys, if your clients have any special accommodations such as interpreters or things of that nature, please advise the court today so that we can make sure we have people in place so we're not waiting around on Friday.
Your Honor, my client speaks English, but there are certain words that maybe need to be defined or interpreted. So I would request, because we just have one interpreter for both Mr. Al-Sadi as well as Abu Tika available on that day.
Wonderful. And what kind of interpreter?
Arabic to English.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. I have placed that request in the file and we'll make sure we have that available for you and for your clients when you return.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, I'm going to go now to Mr. Al-Said. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. I have the following case number SP 1220945. Counsel.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Hassan Hamadi, P77565, on behalf of Adil Al-Sadi, who's also present here in my office, and he's consents this being conducted via Zoom. Sir, can you state your name for the record and tell the court that you do consent to this being conducted on the computer via Zoom?
My name is Adel, Adel. My last name is Al-Saidi, Alsaade.
And do you consent to this being on the computer today via Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, and we waived the formal reading of Mr. Al-Saadi's arraignment as well, and asked the court to enter a plea of not guilty. The same as well as follows. He understands his right to a jury trial. He's requesting a bench trial from Your Honor. You've heard everything that I told Mr. Abutika as well regarding his rights.
Yes.
I've also talked to you about your rights to a jury trial.
Yes.
You understand and waive those rights at this time.
Yes.
And the judge will be the trier of fact
Yes.
on that day.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Al-Saadi. Good
All
morning.
right, thank you. Good morning.
All right.
Good morning to you.
Okay, counsel, I've entered a not guilty plea for your client. I'm setting this matter for bench trial. I will also set this matter for March 11, 2022 at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Wonderful
All
seeing you.
right, good to see you as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too, Judge. Bye-bye.
All right. I am ready now. Counsel, are you ready on Al Youssef?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, is your client with us this morning?
Yes, he is sitting across the desk from me. I can
Oh,
turn
okay,
I
wonderful.
can turn my camera if you want or no.
When I'm ready, when he does his name, I'm good. All
Sure.
right, very good. I have case number SP 122-14581. Counsel, your appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Coots on behalf of my client 43430.
Thank you and good morning, counsel. Thank you for your patience this morning. Can you please have your client place his name on the record for me?
Hi, how are you?
Tilt that, good morning. Can you tilt the camera down just a little bit more? I need an image of your, there you are. All right, good morning, sir. Tell me your name.
Yusuf Al Yusuf. Good morning.
Thank you and good morning again.
Good
All
morning.
right, counsel.
Good morning.
Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we'd waive the reading and my client stands not guilty at this time.
Thank you. I've entered that not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Pre-trial or trial, counsel?
Pre-trial for right now, thank you.
All right, wonderful. I will set the matter for pre-trial. The pre-trial will take place on February 22nd, 2022, and that will be at 9:30 a.m. Anything else for my consideration? I'll set the bond at a personal bond, counsel.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You have a good
All
day.
right, thank you. And thank you. You do
See you
the
next
same. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I don't think does your client need an interpreter, counsel?
No, he's fine for the pre-trial.
All right, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Okay, I don't see any other faces on the screen other than Mr. Reed. Did Mr. Yancey? Did Ms. Colbert leave?
Your Honor, I see her name on the.
No, ma'am, I'm not gone. I'm here.
Okay, all right.
Good morning.
I see, okay, good morning, let's do it. All right, I have the following for Nicole Colbert, Z800891, Z80667271. Ms. Colbert, state your full name for me.
Nicole Juanita Colbert.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, Ms. Colbert. How are those babies doing?
They're doing okay. I kept them from school today, so that's why I'm running around making them breakfast and stuff. It was just too cold. My oldest son has asthma, so this cold weather is not good for him. So I kept them home today.
Okay, all right. So that means you have your hands full today, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do.
Right.
But
Ms. Colbert, how are things going with you? I know you're making some adjustments and probably readjusting and then adjusting again. How are things going with you?
Things are going pretty well. I've just been trying to stay. Well, I started going back to church yesterday, which was kind of tough because my mom, not seeing her there is very hard. But I've been, I've been doing Bible study, and like I said, I started back going to church yesterday. So I'm doing pretty well. as well as can be
All right.
expected.
All right. What are you doing from day to day to get up and start moving, Ms. Colbert? Because I want to
I've
make sure
actually,
you don't get stuck. I want to make sure
no,
you're still
I
juggling
won't.
things.
I've actually started community service last week, Monday I started. So other than, well, the boys keep me busy, period, getting them to school and having to pick them up and, do all that. But I did start community service last Monday, per your and Mr. Yancey's request.
Okay, very good. One second, Ms. Colbert. Mr. Rosenthal, good morning to you. I believe that you're needed somewhere. I
Yes.
just don't know where.
No, good morning, Your
Um,
Honor. I know there's a
good
couple
morning.
retained counsel that I just want to get in breakout rooms with them just to make sure we're good to go.
All right, Ms. Fields, if you could send Mr. Rosenthal to the breakout room with the attorneys that are retained. There's also someone on the screen without their camera on, Ron. If you could turn on your camera, put your government name on for me so that we can know where to get you. You're not on my specialty court docket, so you're gonna receive an invitation to a breakout room. And I need you to go to that breakout room so we can get you processed. Yes, I don't want you to be waiting all day. All right, very good. And I need Attorney Hatcher to give me a call. I sent her a message. I need her to give me a call here in the office. So if you have a telephone number for her, reach out to her. I need her to give me a call. All right, Ms. Fields, I'll give you an opportunity to move. He still has Imran. Mr. Imran, what is your last name? We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Al-Samet, Alsamet.
All right, thank you, sir. You're gonna get an invitation to a breakout room.
All right.
Thank you. Ms. Colbert, I apologize for interrupting during your hearing. I started off late this morning, so I want to keep things flowing and not have the people wait too long. All right. Well, Ms. Colbert, did Mr. Yancey tell you why I wanted you to start your community service?
I think I'll let him answer that. Because I already did community service and I sent him the proof of that, but he just suggested that I do it 36 additional hours.
Okay, right. And that was based on some conversations that we had, because I know that you have been with us since January of 2021. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey? And so we had some conversations about getting you to a place where of completion, because you're doing so well. But there are some things you need to do on your end, and there are some goals that we need you to achieve before you leave us. Okay.
Right.
And so I want you to get up and get moving so we can get those goals accomplished before you leave us. Okay, how's that?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, very good, very good. I'm sorry, Ms. Colbert, 1 second, I need you to mute me.
Problem.
All right, very good. I'm not, Ms. Colbert, I'm not gonna let anybody else interrupt us after this, I promise you.
It's okay.
All
It's
right.
no problem.
All right. I want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to get to the finish line, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Are you with us on that? You in agreement with us on that?
I am. I'm ready for, well, I'm not ready to leave you per se, but I'm ready to get
Oh.
done with the program.
You don't have to ever leave me. You don't have to ever leave me. I'm gonna be right here and you can call, you can Zoom in, you can walk in. They just opened up the courthouse. You can walk in, whatever suits you, okay?
Okay,
We're
sounds
still
good.
gonna be available to you.
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. How are your siblings doing?
That's a whole nother story. They're doing well though. But it's,
They are.
yeah, they're doing okay.
All right, work at it. Work at
Yeah,
it in your
I'm
timing,
trying.
okay?
Yeah,
One step at a time, one day at a time, because you're working at a number of things.
yes, I am.
All right. Ms. Colbert, is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No, I will have to say no.
Nothing? All right, let me hear from you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Colbert, she's doing well regarding her sobriety. She's still doing some meetings. She's also obviously testing. Those tests have been negative. And, you know, if I wasn't super explanatory, I did let Ms. Colbert know that the reason I had referred her, or we referred her for some extra community service was, the reason was to help get some of her fines and costs down.
Okay, I didn't know if I should mention that. That's why I didn't.
Oh, I know. I appreciate that. So,
Yeah.
obviously, that's not going to take care of the whole balance, but it will help. Now, if Ms. Colbert comes into a job opportunity, that would supersede her doing the additional community service, because that would help her in multiple ways, including paying the balance of her fines and costs and anything else she has remaining. So obviously, you know, I don't know, you know, what prospects she has, but obviously employment is a big deal right now. But until then, the additional hours of community service you've allowed. And we're just trying to get her back on track so that, you know, she can just continue as best she can with her life. And I know a lot of things have happened, but we just want to get her back to a really great spot so that when she graduates, she'll be a whole person regarding all the things that she wants to do, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Colbert, did you have any questions at all?
No, I have no questions.
Okay, all right, Mr. Reed, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, before I do, I'd like to put my appearance on the record, if I may. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P23863. And Judge, I'd like to make a motion, continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. And I'd also like to wish a happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies listening this morning. Happy Valentine's Day. And Ms. Colbert, a good report. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're doing it. Be safe. And a happy Valentine's Day to you, Ms. Colbert. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Slid that right in. All right. I missed my candy this year, Mr. Reed, even though I used to fuss when you would leave those little heart candies for everybody. I miss it this year. I don't have nothing to fuss about this morning.
I miss it also, Judge. I wish I were with the candy, but I can wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. All the ladies. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Yancey. What's next for Ms. Colbert?
Your Honor, she would have a March 7th face-to-face at 10:35 of this year.
Yes, sir. All right, we have it. If nothing else, Ms. Colbert, I want you to continue to take good care of yourself. Continue to do the things that you're doing. You're on track. And we are available to you certainly before March 7th, should you need us, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Have a good day.
Okay. You too. Bye-bye. All right. I think for purposes of,
That's yours, Judge.
oh, what am I doing? It's my phone. All right. I think for purposes of our specialty court docket, we are good. I don't see any 1030s. And so please make sure that Mr. Rosenthal knows that we have trial scheduled at 1:30 p.m. today on Valentine's Day. And so we want to make sure that y'all gonna have to listen to my fan. It has to start off I'm gonna get a new one, but y'all about to hear some noise and then eventually it will work. All right. Let him know we want to be ready to go at 1:30. Definitely. All right. Anything else for my consideration as far as specialty court docket?
No, Judge.
Ms. Robs? I'm sorry. That's my fan. It's gonna stop. Give it just a minute. I'm gonna order a fan right now. I know. Now, don't embarrass me today, fan. I'm gonna need you to clear. You're supposed to clear this up real quick. There we go. See, I told y'all. All right. All right. And so with that, Mr. Rosenthal, hopefully they have wrapped up in the breakout rooms. Mr. Rosenthal, we have trials today on Valentine's Day at 1:30 p.m. So I want to be ready to roll at 1:30, just in case somebody trying to do something and surprise me or something. I don't know.
It's Valentine's Day, Your Honor, but I was actually placed with Miss Hatcher. She did get a hold of you guys in the court, and I was placed with the defendants. I still haven't talked to retained counsel yet, Your Honor.
Do we have any retained counsel in the breakout room? I think I did the retained counsel. Or
you did? Oh, okay.
I think we only had like 3 of them.
And they were arraignments.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll let you guys,
So I think
conduct
we're
business.
good. And so if you talk to the other attorneys on the pleas, then we're good.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I will be on, before 1:30, and if you guys need me, please don't hesitate.
We will hunt you down.
Absolutely,
All
Your
right.
Honor. I'm here. Have a good
All
one.
right. Thank you, sir. You too.
See you shortly.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I don't know who's ready in the breakout room. I'm going to take this moment. Was there anything else on the specialty court docket before I transition to traffic? All right. Well, did we already staff for Tuesday?
No, Your Honor.
I just bust my own bubble. Thank you, Ms. Ross. All right, we'll work it out. Oh, Tuesday, we're doing something different. I know, I'm sorry. Did you put Tuesday's docket up here already? Yes, you did. Okay. It's up here. Okay. It's up here. It's up here. Okay. All right, I will talk with you all about tomorrow. All right, we'll work it out. Okay, very good. This is a good time to take a break. We can check to see, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, if anybody's ready in the breakout rooms. As the parties are ready, the attorney and their people should come back in so that we can call the cases, okay?
Yes, Judge, thank you. If I can go back in the breakout room 1, I know we have 2 people who are ready. I have a guilty plea and I believe a trial request. If I could go back in the breakout room number 1, please.
All right, Ms. Fields, if you could take care of that for Mr. Reed.
Okay, Mr. Reed, you should be able to go back in there.
What do I need to do?
You don't see it on your screen still, where you can, I don't see where I can move you. Let's see.
Oh, I see something. Let me see if I can get back in. I think we're back. Is Mr. Atkins back? I don't see Mr. Atkins.
Oh, yeah, he's
My
here.
bad. I had muted myself.
Oh, okay. Mute yourself again. My mistake. I see you now. Good. Mute yourself.
All right, there we go, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. I'm only doing cases for people with their cameras on, and so it looks like Mr. Allman is up first. Are we ready on Mr. Allman?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. I have case numbers SP 117-5292, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Allman, unmute and state your name for the record.
LaRon Allman.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you too, Judge.
All right, how are we proceeding?
Judge, this was a matter originally set for trial. Mr. Allman came in and said he came in and found out he had the wrong month, but he did post a bond, Judge, as ordered by this court. So we're here. We stand ready. We have pre-tried this case in the past, Your Honor. We'd ask for a bench trial at this time.
You want another trial day?
Yes, Judge. I like Mr. Allman. Mr. Allman's a good man. He is, Judge. He's not messing with the system. He legitimately forgot a trial date, Judge. He's not trying to mess with the court.
All right. Well, Mr. Fikens is your client. What kind of trial is he asking for?
He's asking for a bench trial, Judge. We did put that on the record before, according to my memory, but we're prepared to do it again, Judge, because I don't truly recall, but I think we did. We're ready to put the waiver of a jury trial on.
All right, very good. Then I'm going to schedule this matter for a bench trial. I'm going to schedule this one for March 11th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. All right, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, George. We appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Mr. Almond. Take care. We'll see you March
problem. Thank you, Judge.
11th. I'm not gonna set you another trial date if you don't show up on March 11th.
March 11 at 1:30. You got it.
Yes, sir. No, do you got it? All right.
I got it.
All right, very good, sir. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, Mr. Fikens, who do we have up next?
Mr. Zachary Atkins, Judge. Mr. Atkins, unmute yourself.
Mr. Atkins, yes, sir. I have case numbers SB 121-9445, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Atkins, state your full name for the record.
Zachary Atkins for the record.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed.
Judge, Mr. Atkins appears on the docket twice. On my docket, he's on page 1 near the bottom, and he's on my, page 2 near the bottom with 3 additional tickets. So he should have a total of 6 tickets this morning.
That's correct. All right, let me place the remaining, Mr. Reed, you are right. Let me place the remaining 3 matters on the record. SB 113-9185, counts 1 and 2. And then case number SB 114-01891.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Atkins wishes to waive his right to trial. There is a recommendation from the people regarding all 6 tickets. If Mr. Atkins were to plead guilty on the driving while license suspended, they would recommend amending that to failure to display. And if he would plead responsible on the civil infraction, no proof of insurance, they would recommend dismissal of the remaining 4 tickets for the state probable cause. And Mr. Atkins wishes to take advantage of that recommendation and offer a plea of guilty on the misdemeanor and a plea of responsible on the civil infraction, no proof of insurance. Is that correct, Mr. Atkins?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Mr. Atkins, please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Reed, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Atkins, we had an opportunity to talk in the breakout room, and you were polite and courteous and respectful. That goes a long way with me. Our conversations included your right to trial by judge or jury, your right to testify, to call witnesses, to cross-examine witnesses. You wish to waive those rights today and enter a plea and take advantage of that recommendation. Is that correct?
Yes.
And no one's forcing you to enter this plea of guilty or responsible. This is voluntary on your part after talking to counsel and discussing the recommendations. It's a voluntary plea on your part. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I am voluntarily clean today.
Thank you, sir. Judge, I'm satisfied. May I do factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Mr. Atkins, on the date and time of this citation in the city of Detroit, you were operating a motor vehicle, and at that time, your license was suspended. You did not have a valid license. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And on the civil infraction, today you are pleading responsible to no proof of insurance. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I'm pleading responsible.
Judge, I'm satisfied. We would stipulate the probable cause for the remaining 4 tickets that are recommended dismissal.
All right, understanding, Mr. Reed, that those matters will not be dismissed until all fines and costs have been paid in full. I am accepting your client's plea on today. I have amended count 1 of the matter ending in 9445 to failure to display a valid operator's license. And all of the rest will be dismissed or adjourned for dismissal until all fines and costs are paid. I'm ready for sentencing.
Thank you, Judge. I would put on the record again what the polite, respectful young man Mr. Atkins is. And I say young man because he's only 18 years of age.
Oh, wow.
He is a high school graduate. I congratulate him on that. He lives in the city of Detroit with his brother. He does have a job, but he's laid off at the current time. So, Judge, we would be asking for some time to pay. I advised him that paying fines and costs is something that he has to be responsible about. That if he tells the court a certain date, he needs to make sure that they're paid by that date or come in and talk to the court about it. And he understands that if he doesn't, all the good things that are done today could be undone. So he's accepting responsibility. He's trying to get his license. These will resolve Detroit matters. He has one other ticket I've been informed out in suburb city, I think Dearborn Heights, that he needs to take care of.
Okay.
But he is accepting responsibility, and he's 18 years old. And I'm proud of him for coming into court and manning up. And this is the arraignment day, Judge.
Yes.
I'm through talking now. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Well, I'm really glad, Mr. Reed, you know all the right things to say. So I'm really glad that, first of all, young man, being so young, you just didn't wait and ignore. You ignored for a minute, but you finally decided to come in and take care of some things. And so I'm really glad about that. You trying to get your license, is that right?
Yes, and Your Honor, it wasn't that I ignored everything. It's just that I didn't have the money to pay any of it. You know, when I first started driving, I was really honestly driving really before I was supposed to, but it was only because of my situation and what I was going through and what I had to do for myself. Looking back on everything, I wish I could have jumped on the tickets earlier. You get what I mean? But now, knowing everything that I know now, I know that I have to take care of my responsibilities and all of my tickets.
Yes, sir. And so let me ask you this. Mr. Reed said that you're laid off. Are you willing to do some community service to pay off one of your tickets?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, while you're laid off, I think that's a good use of your time. What do you think?
I think that's a great use of my time.
All right, and so I need you to contact Ms. Brimage. I know she's not in this morning until later, but contact Ms. Brimage because I need you to get with Ms. Brimage. You're going to do some community service for me. Okay, Mr. Reed, I'm going to give him 30 hours of community service on count one. Okay, so he has to do 30 hours of community service and it has to be through 36. All right, and it's going to be his person that will get him all the information will be Ms. Brimage.
Yes, Judge.
All right. And so, and then on the civil infraction, can you look up that civil infraction and see how much the statutory fine is? You want the number?
Yes, please.
It's P1219445, and this will be count 2. All right, that one is $170. I'm not able to waive that, but I will give you some time to get it paid. Okay? How much time do you need to get that paid?
The 175. I will know tomorrow when we coming back to work. Tomorrow I will know for sure because I know my layoff is not going to be that. I will only need really a month or a few weeks to pay it off, and I'll make sure that I get it paid off.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do, Miss. I'll make a note for you, Miss Matt. All right, 30 hours of community service. How quickly can you get that done for me, young man? I want you to get this behind you.
I could get it done. Really honestly in 2-3 weeks for real, really like 2 weeks for real. It's as much as community service I could do a day. I'll do the most on every free day that I have.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do, Mr. Reed. I'm going to give him 3 weeks to get that community service done because I want him to get it behind him so he can get his dismissals. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna take us to, right, today is the 14th. 3. That's gonna take us to March 7th. March 7th, 2022. I'm gonna put you on my docket for 10:30 a.m. So I'll need you to come back. You should have that community service finished by then, okay?
Okay.
And then that way you'll get all of your dismissals done on that day.
Okay. And,
All right?
whom will I contact about the community service?
Can you reach out to Ms. Brimage and see if she can Zoom on? Because I want to make sure he gets to the right place with the right people so that there are no issues. Because if he don't work this community service, you know, sir, I'm gonna be real upset with you. You don't want me to be upset with you, right?
No, I don't want anybody else, especially you.
Judge, may I emphasize, Judge, may I emphasize to Mr. Atkins, you got a real good deal today from the city. You have a real good sentencing from the judge. Take advantage of it. Get the community service done. Get it done early, and come back into court and let the court know that you've done that. But you're in a real good place today, and you accepted responsibility, and we're all trying to help you. So do the right thing, sir. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
very good, very good. All right, I'm sorry. She's Miss Brimage is about to log on. And so what will happen is you'll speak with Miss Brimage and she'll get you all squared away as to what you need to do for your community service, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you are very, very welcome. He doesn't have any other outstanding matters here. He's trying to get himself together. Does he have any other outstanding matters? We're just checking some things. I want to make sure that he's in good shape.
Case. I don't know if his name is Jacket Judge.
What's the case number?
It's SP 108-92051.
Can you pull that one?
Yeah, I got a friend.
Let's, Mr. Ficus, and that's the only other thing he has pending or in the system for us that's unadjudicated or even adjudicated, but he's in warrant status.
Right, no, this one is not, is scheduled for a further out date, so the one that I'm getting ready to give you.
What you mean further out date? Let me see.
Future date, I mean, like in April or something.
No, he's here today. I'm not miss. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, Mr. This is no, wait a minute. This says Zachary Act. That is Zachary. I'm looking at Lamar. Okay. So, counsel, he's got another matter that is scheduled with me for April 11th for violation of license restriction. Counsel, what I'm going to do, and if the prosecutor disagrees, they can always come back to me. I'm going to put this on the list for an adjourned for dismissal for March 11th, because I'm certain they would have put this all in together. Mr. Ficus, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm certain they would, Judge, and I'll follow up with Mr. Rosenthal just to confirm that that would be the case, Judge. So I'm confident that they would offer dismissal, but I'll follow up on that, Your Honor.
All right, please do. And then that way he doesn't have anything out there, okay? And he can really get on track.
Thank you.
All right, you're in great shape, young man. You really are. Ms. Brimage has joined us. Good morning, Ms. Brimage.
Good morning.
I'm calling on you because I need a favor, so thank you. All right, I have Mr. Atkins that's on. I just took a plea for Mr. Atkins. I gave him 30 hours of community service for the misdemeanor that he pled guilty to. Mr. Atkins is 19 years old. Is that right, Mr. Atkins?
Yes, I turned 19 in a week.
Then you 18 years old. Y'all always
Yes,
trying
I'm
to
18
turn
right
something.
now. I'm 18.
Stop trying to turn something. All right. All right. So Miss Brimage, he's 18 years old. I want to make sure, and he's trying to get himself together, and I applaud him for that. And so I want to make sure he gets that community service done. I like to get it done sooner than later. I've given him 3 weeks. He's scheduled for an adjournment hearing for March 11th at 10:30. I'm sorry, March 7th. Did I say 11th? Yeah. I did. Okay, March 7th is his, and I wrote it on here. March 7th for his review date. So Ms. Brimage, I need him to get that community service done before the 7th so he can get it all verified and get this behind him, okay?
Okay, do we have his information so that I can call him and also have the community service referral sent to him?
Yes, what I'm gonna have you do is go in a breakout room with him, if you don't mind, very quickly, and make sure he has that information.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Brimage. Thank you, Mr. Atkins.
You're welcome.
All right, just wait for your invitation, Mr. Atkins, to a breakout room. Ms. Fields?
Okay, Judge.
She needs to go in with Attorney Hatcher for
I'm
one
sorry?
of her clients. The interpreter.
Oh, all right. And Ms. Fields, the interpreter on this morning, needs to go into the breakout room with Attorney Hatcher on one of her clients.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Thank you.
Mr. Atkins, you're gonna get an invitation to a breakout room. Send Mr. Atkins with Jasmine Brimage.
Okay, my apology. I thought it popped up on the screen. I seen something to the left of me.
Good.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, do you all have anybody else that's ready?
No, Your Honor, I think that is it for us.
Oh, nobody in the breakout rooms?
Hatcher is in there with that's the
Oh, I can start filling these out, right?
yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And that is exactly what I will do. All right. Mr. Atkins, make sure you accept that invitation.
I didn't get it. I didn't get an
Didn't get it
invitation.
yet? Okay, I'm putting you in breakout room 3. I thought I put you in there. Look on your screen, just tap it and see if you see anything that says join.
Oh, yes.
Just
Okay.
send you to, okay. Okay.
Soon as we're ready, I will be ready as well, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings. Just getting these,
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
doing the, what is this paper? Yes.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
I'm like, is
on-
Mr. Ficus ignoring me?
On Atkins, I talked to Mr. Rosenthal. He is in agreement to dismiss the ticket that this court found. Just want to let the court know.
All right, wonderful. I have already placed it on the schedule for an adjournment for dismissal. Someone needs to mute for me.
Good morning again, Your Honor. If you can just take me back to the meeting room. We had some audio issue.
All right, Ms. Fields, thank you and good morning.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, while we have a little bit of downtime, can I call the remainder of my docket?
Yes,
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. Here you go. I'm giving these back to you. I've already filled them out. I'm starting on page 1. Oh, no, because I don't know. Yeah, you gave me everybody, right?
I gave you the ones for the show cause for KPS, not the ones that's.
Arraignment for show
Yes.
cause.
Correct. I gave you show cause, the ones that's on the docket for show cause. Those are the ones we turn into KPS.
All right, well, if I call somebody who is in a breakout room, you all will let me know. Do you know who's in breakout rooms?
I do know a couple, I have some.
Okay, then I'm away and I will just do my arraignment, my show causes, okay?
Yes.
All right, that'll make it easier. I'm starting at 8:35. Do we know if Andrell Davis is in a breakout room?
No, Judge, no, Davis.
No, Davis. You know what? This was an individual. We need to call the jail. It just jarred my memory. He should be at the jail.
Oh, that's right.
Let's call the jail and find out where he is.
That's
All right, yes, yes, yes. All right, let's keep going. I am now on the 9:30 docket. I have the following that will be KPS. And the bond will be a personal bond unless stated otherwise by the court. I have for Hassan Juma Abdul, 217-323-461.
No, that's an arraignment on the bench warrant. Judge.
Oh, no, but it's still a KPS because
Okay.
they've already had contact.
I need that one. Okay.
That's okay, I'll get that one.
Okay.
All right, so I need that one. That will be a personal bond. For Deontay Abner,
No,
case,
he's in the breakout room.
he's in a breakout room, wonderful. Let's go down to, no, I'm sorry, here we go. Abdul Zara, I have case number SP 116-39741. That will be a KPS and the bond will be set at $100. Cash or surety and the allegation is for a firearms ordinance violation. I have for Michelle Adams, SP 116-72531. That's a KPS, SP 116-709-4, counts 1, 2, and 3. That's for Vincent Adams, KPS. For Levon Alvaron Walker, I have case number SP 116-6646, counts 1 and 2, KPS. For Jeru Aldredge, I have case number SP 116-7364, counts 1 and 2. For Malik Alexander, case number SP 116-8148, counts 1, 2, and 3. For Tyrese Alexander, case number SP 116-8670, counts 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, on arraignment on the bench warrant, I have Samir Ali. Case number SP 115-63371. He's in the breakout room.
So is Al Samet.
All right, wonderful. I'm dropping down to Brian Armstrong, case number SP 114-8750. Where is Brian Armstrong? Did anyone meet with Brian Armstrong? If you don't have your camera on, you're not here. Anyways, I'm calling Brian Armstrong, SB 114-8750, counts 1, 2, and 3, KBS. Also, I have for Eddie Armstrong, SB 116-74171, KBS. For Zachary Atkins, SB 1139. Oh, he was the arraignment of benchmark. My apologies. And then Tina Austin. Oh, that's right. He had the 6 in 2 places. All right. Tina Austin, SB 116803. Is that a 661? For Tina Austin, that will also be a KPS. All right. I don't do cases with people just over the telephone. So if you want your case heard before I end my morning docket, you need to put on a video camera so I can see who you are. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, are we ready on a matter?
I believe Ms. Hatcher is ready on a matter, Judge, but I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Ms. Hatcher?
Yes, I'm ready, Judge.
Okay,
On all
thank
matters.
you. All right, wonderful. Who do you want to start with, Ms. Hatcher?
We can start with Samir Ali because we do have a interpreter.
Okay, I don't see Samir Ali. Is that the
It's
person
named
that's
as
on?
something different on
Okay. Got it.
it says
Thank you so
Ibrahim.
Yes, I see it. Thank you so much. All right, let me start off by swearing in the interpreter. Let me have you raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties on this morning, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Please state your full name as well as your qualifications for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Serene Kishmish, qualified Arabic interpreter.
And you are interpreting today from English to?
Arabic.
And from Arabic to English. Please mute your device until I call your case. Thank you. I have the following. I have case number SP 115-63371. Sir, please state your name for the record. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody is on my.
Oh, my headphones.
I'm going to mute you, Abner. Okay, all right. Sir, could you please state your name, Mr. Ali, for the record? You may interpret.
سيدي أعطينا اسمك الكامل.
Samir Ali. Hello, my name is Samir Ali. Mal Ali.
All right, now interpreter, Madam Interpreter, I don't know who the other person is with Mr. Ali, but I need to see Mr. Ali and they cannot give him answers. They can't give him answers.
سيد سمير علي وحدك تتكلم والشخص اللي جنبك مش
جمال
ممكن
علي.
يعطيك أو يساعدك. أعطينا اسمك الكامل.
أنا جمال علي.
سمير علي.
جمال علي.
Samir Ali.
All right. Who's representing Ms. Hatcher? Your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Amari Hatcher, P74935, appearing on behalf of Samir Ali.
You may interpret.
هذه المحامية هاتشر هي بالنيابة عنك تكون محامية لك في هذه الجلسة.
All right. Attorney Hatcher, how would you like to proceed with respect to your client? Let's let the interpreter go.
كيف تحبي أن تكملي
One second. Interpreter.
كيف أن تكملي أو تتكلمي بالنيابة عن موكلك؟
Your Honor, he would like to avail himself of the offer and plead to the amended charge of failure to display.
موكلي يريد أن يقبل بالعرض المقدم ويقول أنه مذنب لم يقدم الإجازة معه.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ali, please raise your right hand.
سيد علي ارفع يدك اليمين.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
هل تقسم بالله أنك ستقول الحقيقة ولا شيء غير الحقيقة؟
I do.
Counsel, I'm not satisfied that Mr. Ali is answering for himself. And so if that person continues to answer, I'm going to have to bring him physically into the courtroom.
بتقول المحامية تبعك إنه أنا غير مقتنعة لأنه في شخص جالس جنبه، إذا تكلم هذا الشخص أو علمه أي كلمة أو تكلم بالنيابة عنه سأضطر أن أجلب السيد علي إلى المحكمة شخصيا.
Please tell Mr. Ali he has to give his own answers. No one can assist him or the judge is not going to accept his plea.
سيد علي لابد أن تتكلم أنت وحدك ولا أحد غيرك وإلا سترفض القاضية ترفض الطلب حقك. Okay.
Counsel, are you comfortable with going forward? I'm not, but I'll leave that up to you. You've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Ali. I'd rather bring him in.
هل أنت مرتاحة أنه نتكلم معه خلال شاشة التليفون؟ لأني أنا لست مرتاحة سأضطر أن أجلبه شخصيا. ما رأيك؟
But I'll trust your judgment, counsel, because you've spent time with him in the breakout room.
لكني سأثق بقرارك لأنك تكلمت معه مسبقا.
I totally go to your discretion, Your Honor. I did spend time with him. He did explain the situation to me, but I defer to what you feel comfortable with.
أنا أفهم ما تقوليه سيادة القاضي. أنا تكلمت معه على جنب وشرح لي الموقف، لكني أتفق معك في أي قرار تقوليه.
Counsel, when you were in the breakout room with Mr. Ali, was he able to communicate with you without the assistance of another person?
لما كنت
Originally,
معه في
no,
الغرفة.
Your Honor, because he doesn't speak English.
Hold on 1 second. Let her interpret.
لما كنت معه في الغرفة هل كنت قادرة أن تتكلمي معه بدون مساعدة؟
He was, yeah, I had given the questions and his nephew would say something to him and he would respond back and then he would respond back to me what he said. And I had let him know the court will require an interpreter to confirm that what he was saying was in fact, the accurate. And so then we had an interpreter come in and speak to him.
أنا كنت أتكلم معه وكان قريبه جالس معه ويقول له كلمات، لكن قلنا له أنه سنطلب مترجمة، لذلك طلبنا المترجمة وتكلمنا.
All right. Counsel, I'm not comfortable because he keeps relying on the person in the room. And so what I'm going to do is adjourn this matter. Mr. Ali can come in for his, let's see, what is he scheduled for today?
He's here for
arraignment on the bench. Yes, he can come in for his arraignment on the bench warrant, and he will do it on Friday. Let's do Friday, February 18th, 2022, and he can come in at 9:00 a.m.
أوكي، أنا مش مقتنعة على التليفون، لذلك سأجلبه إلى المحكمة يوم الجمعة 18 هذا الشهر على الساعة 9 صباحا. لابد أن يأتي إلى المحكمة.
And defendant must appear at 36th District Court, which is located at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit, courtroom 133 on the first floor.
ولابد أن تأتي إلى بناية 421 ماديسون في ديترويت، غرفة محكمة رقم 133.
And let's make sure we request an interpreter.
Yes, ma'am.
وسنطلب لك مترجمة أيضا.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you Friday.
شكرا، نراك يوم الجمعة.
Thank you, counsel. And thank you, Madam Interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. It would be great to see you in person again.
Yes, if you want to come by way of Zoom, you can. We have a conference room where we can put him in, and you all can still go into a breakout room, so you're not required to come in physically, okay?
However the court prefers, we have no issue either way.
Okay, you can do Zoom if
Let
you're
us
good.
know. Okay, sounds good. Great.
All
Thank you
right,
again.
thank you. All right,
شكرا.
very good.
اذهب إلى المحكمة يوم الجمعة.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. All right,
Bye-bye.
Ms. Hatcher, who do you have up next?
You want to call LaShawn Alexander?
Yes, ma'am, let's do it. I have the following for Mr. Alexander.
And Your Honor, just as a
case-
note, before you call the
Yes, ma'am.
case, the prosecutor was amending the offer. So I do want to make sure you have the updated offer.
He was amending the offer. I don't, but as an officer of the court, I'll have you placed on the record and
Sure.
we'll go with that, okay? All right, very good. Let's see. All right, I have the following for Mr. Anderson. I'm sorry, Mr. Alexander. I have case numbers SP 121-90551, SP 121-90791, SP 121-905-3, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 121-90792. Mr. Alexander, please state your full name for the record.
LaShawn Alexander.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, counsel, how are we proceeding?
Amari Hatcher, for the record, how we're proceeding, Your Honor, is the prosecution did present an offer to Mr. Alexander. He did provide some valid documentation. They amended the recommendation to him pleading to open alcohol as a passenger, all other counts to be dismissed. And he would like to avail himself of that offer.
Wonderful. All right, Mr. Alexander, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, I'm going to have you establish for the record through your client that he understands his constitutional rights and that he's freely and voluntarily waiving them to take advantage of the people's offer, and then you may proceed with the factual basis.
And you do understand that, Mr. Alexander?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Alexander, on the date and time as indicated in the ticket, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you approached by City of Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have open alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes.
And what was it?
It was a half a pint of Hennessy.
Okay. Satisfied, Your Honor?
I am satisfied. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. With respect to the dismissals, Ms. Hatcher, the matters will not be dismissed until full payment. We receive full payment for any fines and costs that are assessed on today. So what I'll do is I'll give an adjournment date, and as long as he pays, he doesn't have to come back. All of the matters will be dismissed, okay? So I'm ready for sentencing. You may proceed. Anything you'd like me to know about your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I am going to, Mr. Alexander, is there anything that you need the court to help you with respect to the use of alcohol?
No.
No, you don't have any issues with that?
No.
All right, very good. I am going to assess the cost in the amount of $200, and the fine will be $100. So the total amount assessed today, Mr. Alexander, is $300. When can you get that paid?
I have half now. I'm not sure if I had the other 150 right now.
Okay, well, you can pay half of it today, And when can you pay the other 150 or the rest of it?
I would say as soon as possible, but I know on the 13th of next month to be for sure, but I might have it before.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with your for sure date. I am going to adjourn this for payment. I need you to get everything paid by March 18th, 2022. I'm scheduling this for 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back. I'm gonna dismiss the rest of your stuff and you're in good shape. If you don't get it paid, you need to show up on March 18th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Council, anything else for my consideration?
No.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Alexander.
All right.
All right. All right, very good. Who are we ready on next, Ms. Hatcher?
Deontay Abner.
All right, Mr. Abner, I need you to turn on your camera. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
All right, I have the following for Mr.
Excuse me.
Abner.
Excuse me, before we start, can I talk to Marvin, Miss Hatcher? Miss Hatcher, I got my insurance now. I got it sent over to my phone.
Hold on, Mr. Abner. You want to go in a breakout room with Ms. Hatcher, Attorney Hatcher?
We don't need
Do you
to,
want to
Your
go in a
Honor.
breakout room?
Is it possible we can call the prosecutor? He wanted to see a copy of his insurance to dismiss that count.
Wonderful. No problem. Attorney Rosenthal, are you on with us? I see your name, but he may be in another courtroom. If you all can reach out to him and let him know that we're ready on Abner and Mr. Abner, don't stop trying to talk with me. Mr. Abner, I'm trying to get you taken care of. Hold on. All right. If someone could reach out to Mr. Rosenthal, letting him know that we're calling a case where an individual has documentation that needs to be reviewed, we'll get that done. Mr. Abner, did you have another question?
Yes, it's in my phone. So is it by chance I can send it to him through a text message?
Oh.
I don't know. You all will have to work that out, Ms. Hatch.
Okay, then.
I think he'll give you an email address when he comes on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And
So
we can
mute
call
yourself,
Mr.
Mr. Abner.
Never mind. Can we proceed?
No, you said you had something you needed to show the prosecutor. You don't want to proceed without getting that done,
Yes,
sir.
yes, but I'm at work and I'm already, been on this Zoom thing for an hour. So I was just wondering, can I proceed? Because I don't want it to take any longer.
You're gonna proceed to your detriment, though. That doesn't make sense to me. Why don't you go and check in for work and then just keep your phone with you? And when we're ready, we'll connect with you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm denying your request. That's what I'm doing. All right. Let's go. Miss Attorney Hatcher, who do we have up next?
Mr. Alsamet Imran.
All right. Can you please call Mr. Rosenthal, let him know the gentleman is at work and we do want people to keep their jobs. So, all right. I have the following. Mr. Alsamet needs to turn on his camera. Mr. Al-Samad, please turn on your camera. We're ready for your case. All right. I have the following case number SP 112-2757. One, case number SP 119-4467, counts 1, 2, and 3. Sir, state your name for the record for me.
Imran Al-Samad.
Thank you. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Mari Hatcher for the record, Your Honor. Mr. Al-Samad would like to avail himself of the offer and plead to the amended count of failure to display, all other counts to be dismissed.
All right, and that is for the driving while license suspended charge?
That is correct.
All right, very good. Let me just check one thing, please. Yeah, I'm ready. Please raise your right hand, Mr. Al-Samad. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed.
Mr. Al-Samad, on the date and time as indicated on the ticket, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Counsel, start with his constitutional rights for me. I'm sorry, I should have said something.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Al-Samad, when we conferred in the breakout room, did I avail you of your rights and let you know you do have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
Okay, and you do understand
Sir,
you're
you
here
have to
today
speak
for an
up.
arraignment?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear his response. You have to speak up, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
And you do want to proceed with taking advantage of the prosecution's offer today?
Yes.
Is that sufficient, Your Honor?
I'm sad, and no one forced you to give up your right to a trial. Is that right, sir?
No.
No one forced
one
you. All right, you may proceed, counsel.
Okay. On the date and time as indicated on the ticket, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you approached by City of Detroit police?
Yes.
Were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And were you unable to do so?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor?
I am satisfied. I am going to accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. And all of the remaining matters that are scheduled for dismissal, they will be dismissed upon payment of fines and costs in full. Counsel, is there anything you'd like me to know about your client?
No.
All right, then I am going to assess our costs in the amount of $200. The fine will be $50. So the total assessed today is $250. Sir, how quickly can you get that paid?
By tomorrow or after tomorrow.
By tomorrow. Okay, so what I will do is I will adjourn this matter to pay, and I'll put it on for February the 18th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back and see me, and all of the remaining matters will be dismissed, okay?
All right.
If you don't get it paid, you have to come back and see me. You have to appear
Okay.
on Friday, okay? All right,
Okay.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Excuse me. Mr. Rosenthal, Mr. Abner is at work. He's trying to show you some information on with respect to his insurance. How quickly can we get that together so he can get back on the job?
As soon as he shows it to me, we should be good. I did see his license, Your Honor, so that other documentation would just be valid for the dismissal if I have the insurance, Your Honor.
All right, he has it on his telephone. How can you?
Mr.
make
Abner,
that
how
happen?
can you get it to him?
Let me see your phone. Can I take a picture real quick and put it in the camera?
That'll work. That'll work.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. I'm gonna take a picture.
I just need to know that it's valid.
Okay. Okay. I'm taking a picture now. Okay. Can you see it?
Bring it in a little more, more towards where the dates are for the issue and everything, a little bit up the expiration date.
The expiration date is March 14th, 2022.
Now keep it there. It's very fuzzy, but I do see the end is a 2. You said March?
Yes, March 14th, 2022.
And then just bring it in a little more, a little more.
A little more.
Closer screen. Yep. Now just leave it right there.
Okay.
All right, we can dismiss both, Your Honor, for valid docs.
All right, very good. Then I'm recalling case number SP 952-219, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Abner, state your full name, please.
Deontay Abner.
Oh, okay. There's a motion from the people to dismiss both matters. Is that correct? Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, Your Honor. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807. We move to dismiss both for valid documentation, both counts 1 and 2, the license impaired, as well as the no insurance.
All right, wonderful. Counsel, is there a stipulation of probable cause?
So stipulated.
All right, both of the matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, Mr. Abner, for waiting. It's just 9 o'clock, like all of us. And things worked out for you. Take care, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a nice one.
All right. You too. All right. I believe is that everyone in the breakout rooms?
I think so.
Okay, that's everybody. All right, then I am ready to call the remainder of my docket. Please keep in mind, I already told you, Mr. Rosenthal, that it's Valentine's Day and we have trials at 1:30. Okay, I won't tell you again. All right, I won't do that. I won't do that. All right, let's do it. I am going to call the remainder of my docket, and for my show cause hearing date will be on February 28th. Wait a minute, it's a Monday. Remember we said we were gonna do Tuesdays? All right, so we're going to do March 1st, 2022, and that will be at 9:30 a.m. for show cause. All right, I have the following matters. U 593-40621, that will be a show cause and that is for Marcus Aberhart Smith. I have for Rhonda Abraham, SP 122-185-4, counts 1 and 2. Both will be a show cause. And then for Rhonda Abraham, I have case numbers SP 122-1848, counts 1 and 2. Those will be default judgments. For Gregory Adams Jr., case number SP 121-9036, count 1 is a show cause. Counts 2 and 3 are default judgments. For Elias Alcala, case number SP 122-13071, that's a show cause. For Diamond Alexander, SP 121-32371, show cause. For Ponce Alfonso, case number SP 121-64251, that's a show cause. For Anthony Allen, SP 120-38511, show cause. For Portia Allen, SP 118-6407, counts 1, 2, and 3. Counts 1 and 2 are show cause. Count 3 is a default judgment. For Ponce Alonso, case number SP 121-6272, counts 1 and 2. Both of those are default judgments. For Kitty Alonso, case number SP 121-8645, counts 1, 2, and 3. That would be show causes. And then for Kenny Alonso, SP 121-86501 would be a default judgment. For Shaniqua Anderson, Case number SP 1219089, counts 1 and 2. Those would be show cause. And then for Shaniqua Anderson, SP 1219005, 1 is a default judgment. For Brennan Angot, SP 1217443, show cause. And for Brennan Angot, SP 1217819, counts 1, 2, and 3, default judgments. For Tamir Ansley, SP 1218511, show cause. And then for Tamir Ansley, SP 1218495, counts 1, 2, and 3, as well as case number SP 1218497, those will all be default judgments. For Daisha Anthony, SP 1219058, show cause. And for Daisha Anthony, SP 1219056, that will be a default judgment. Did we hear from the jail as to Andrea Davis?
Yes, ma'am. They're supposedly trying to get him on, but he was over at the Detroit Detention Center.
He had not made it to the Wayne County Jail.
No, ma'am.
All right. Let's hold off on him. I need to get more information. I don't want to KPS him because he is in custody. We received a specialty court contact on that particular individual. All right. I need the KPS for Hassan Abdul. I'm on the 9:30 docket. I read it into the record. Did I sign off on his KPS?
I have it.
Okay, I need to get him. All right, I'm gonna keep going. We did Mr. Al-Samad. I didn't take him off my list. Let's see, I am now on Jonathan Arnold, SP 110-34041. This was set for pretrial, so a KPS will issue. The bond will be set at $50, cash or surety. Also for Jonathan Arnold, I have case number SP 903-9741, SX 353-8434, counts 1 and 2. Case number 173-72851, and case number 173-629-301. All of these matters were scheduled for pretrial. He has failed to appear. I'm satisfied I've given him ample time to do so. KPS will issue, and the bond will be set at $50, cash or surety as to each matter. And then that's all. Unless I missed something, that's all I have until 1:30.
I think you have everything.
All right. All right, very good. Great job. You all got it done. It's 11 o'clock. Attorney Hatcher, do you know Deborah Maley?
Yes, my godmother.
I knew it. I knew it. She speaks so highly of you. I'm like, that's gotta be her. That is my sorority sister and my dear, 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 dear friend who I love so much. And she can bake. And I don't play with her.
Mentioned you often.
Has she?
Mhm.
That's my girl. That's my girl. She lives down the street from me. And so she's just a really good, and we attend church together. And she's just a good, good person. And she makes, I'm gonna say, a horrible Gold Bananas cheesecake that me and my husband, we eat the whole thing. And it is terrible. It is awful. It's just awful. We eat the entire cheesecake. I'm not talking about a personal one. I'm talking about a real cheesecake. And so she's terrible in that area. So good to meet you and see you. Yes, I'll have to text her and tell her I love you.
Your Honor.
All right, you guys have a good afternoon. Happy Valentine's Day.
Before she signs
Same
off.
to you.
I'm sorry.
Well, before you sign off, Attorney Hatcher,
I just wanted to say Ms. Hatcher came in and did a great job. She just assumed the clients and did the heavy work. For us old guys, we appreciate that, Ms. Hatcher, just to let you know.
Ms. Hatcher says she's tired of hearing about old people, Mr. Fikens. I thought Ms. Hatcher had on a sweatshirt this morning. She has on a blazer that zips. And so I was trying to be, real big sisterly, Judge Ali or whatever. And she said, Judge, this is a blazer. I said, okay, well, I'm old and I forgot blazers do zip up nowadays in the front. You know, when I was doing the blazer thing, we only had buttons, Miss Hatcher. We didn't have all them zippers and fancy things y'all have. And so I had to get a pardon from her this morning because I'm old. And now you're applauding her for helping out the old folks. So Miss Hatcher, you've been good to old people today and we appreciate you, okay?
Okay.
We do.
Well,
We appreciate you.
have a good one.
All right, ma'am. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for service. All right. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, you all are back at 1:30. We have only 2 trials. It's scheduled for 4, but it's only 2 defendants.
Correct.
So let's get back on before 1:30 because I need to get my grandson his hot and ready heart-shaped pizza from Papa Romano's, Mr. Reed. I gotta pick it up. And I'm picking him up from school today, and he is gonna think I'm a superhero.
Yes.
A heart pepperoni pizza and his granny picking him up.
Yes.
I'm winning today, Mr. Reed.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir. Are we staffing today? Are we doing any staffing?
All right, let me reach out to Mr. Morgan. Can you get Mr. Morgan on the phone real quick? Miss Fields, thank you so much for serving.